Personally, I think that audience feedback was a huge help to us from beginning towards the end. For example, in our planning, we used Vox Pops as a way of communicating with our audience. We went out and asked the public what they wanted to see in our video. We spoke to them about house videos in general, and then we asked them what they'd like to see in music videos. This gave us a starting point for our idea, and this is the way in which we contacted our audience, and we got our feedback from them. A questionnaire is another way that we got feedback from our audience. We posted on social media a questionnaire crafted by us, and this allowed us to refine what we wanted in our video. We asked similar questions to our Vox Pops, however we got different answers as social media allowed us to be more interactive with a wider audience, rather than the Vox Pops where we asked a few people. At first our alleyway idea seemed like a good idea because we thought we could add the graffiti in and make it more interesting. However, Miss said that the alleyway wasn't good enough to shoot in because of lighting issues, and there wasn't just enough performance by our actor. Therefore we had to rethink the way we show it and just generally the whole idea of it. From showing our rough edit to the class, we received a lot of feedback which we were able to benefit from. For example, in the top left you'll see some of the changes we made, and some people said our video was too plain, so we added colour correction to it to fit the genre of house and how they use a lot of colour. We added a sort of orange colour correction / tint to our video. At first, when our artist comes onto the green screen, he originally came on with just a black screen and the words in the background. However, we decided to develop this as people said that they were a bit too boring and not very interesting to watch and didn't really fit our genre. Therefore, we added in the lens flares in each of the corners that expand into a big white light, allowing us to dissolve the text as well as the artist to go into the next shot. Using this with a bounce text very much fit the genre, as house genre is very sort of fast paced and energetic. Having the energy in the text as well as the background allowed us to. In our rough edit we had shown the skating to our class, however they thought it wasn't fluent enough, which is why we added in certain features such as the reverse and playback feature. What we did is we cut the clip specifically so you could reverse it and then play it back 3 times in a row to sort of do the kickflip again, as you'll see up here. This allowed our video to be very more fast paced and high energetic and keep the audience interested in a way. As for our projection stuff, people thought it was very boring. Of course you had the projection which looked good on our artist and sort of personified him in a good way, sort of as the cool, chilled out guy who just sings. However, people thought we needed to add something to it, and this is where the idea of the transparency came in. As you can see up here, the transparency of our artist mixed with an image of our artist very much sort of livened the projection. At first, for the guy that uses visions in our video, this had a little blur with a few colours. However, when showing it, people thought that we needed to add more blur, more colour, and more sort of distortion to it. They thought this as it would sort of help to structure our narrative a bit more, as the headphones have an effect on everyone. And in generally, it would match the genre more, because house genre is known for being quite weird and wacky with their videos. And as you can see from up here, this is the changed version that we made, where it's sort of very distorted, sort of vibrating, and it kind of hurts your eyes when you look at it yourself. Another piece of feedback which we wanted to take into mind was the fact that we needed to play with more colours. This is very conventional within the house genre, and we thought that we could do this with some of our clips, for example the football clips. You see Stefan doing kick-ups here, and this we wanted to make more interesting. Of course it was fast paced, it matched the music, cut to the beat, that was all good, but we wanted to add more to it to keep the audience entertained. You'll see Stefan do kick-ups in normal colour, and then you'll see him do it with sort of a colour correction where the sky will turn blue, everything around is a bit red, and he himself has turned a bit more dark. This kept the audience entertained and showed that our video was actually changing to match the genre. When it came to the digipack, having peer feedback was vital, because of course I couldn't show them a rough edit of my digipack. So as we were editing on the Macs, I would have peers next to me, and I would often say to them, hey, what do you think looks better, this or another one? This allowed me to sort of structure our digipack around what an audience would want and what looks interesting to them. Of course they said our digipack looked good finally, but it took a lot to get there. For example, with some of the poster slots inside the with inside the digipack, we went through 3 different changes with them. At first we thought, okay, yeah, we can use black and white for this, it would sort of be a bit more artistic. However, then thinking back to the genre of house, we wanted to add some colour to it. So then we went to a blue and white. But then after that, we thought, hold on, we can make more colour out of this. Which is where we got the whole idea of making it black with purple, green, yellow, mixture of colours, make it look good like this one up here. In conclusion, feedback was good for us. We were able to benefit from it, and we were able to structure our new ideas around this feedback. This allowed us to make a better video and generally reach out to our audience.